getting ready to go for 60 laps of pro late model racing as Robbie Hornsby takes the field to the green.
And away we go. Caution. And away we stop. Try number 2 at the start of the pro late model Jeanette Kennedy 60, and we are racing at Kern County Raceway Park.
Side by side, look at Wood with a run to the outside. Oh, trouble on the back straightaway.
It's Howard Holden.
Spins it out. Will we stay green? City Buick GMC Pace Truck getting ready to pull off for the 3rd time here for the Pro Late Models. And another good start.
So 2 laps in, we've had 2 yellows. We're on track to have 60 yellows in this race. As Wood tries to hold a higher line, trying to hold off Hornsby, who was fastest in qualifying, and Wood with the advantage at the line.
Battle is here with the 98 of Rocha.
Hey.
I know I did
Hey.
it. I did it. That was not intentionally. So Rocha to the inside of Herzog.
Okay. I didn't know how it was going to end.
I guess it was time to make it number 100.
They're both black cars, which means same paint color,
Yeah.
no harm done.
None at all. Good battle here down the back straightaway, and Beeler now in the 6 machine. He's entered into this mix. It's a 6-spot battle. Herzog still on the outside. And the number 1 machine, the 98 of Rocha, down low, doing double duty here this afternoon. Up here for the 2nd spot. Hornsby has got some challengers.
No, he's drafting with them.
Okay, so Trevor Huddleston in the 50 machine is trying to make his way up to 2nd spot. One day we might see Spears Street Stocks, Spears Mini Stocks.
2 battles now. You see the battle for 2nd and the battle for, oh, they're getting into each other in the back. Beeler has the 21 climbing up.
Whoa. Here it comes. Look at that 98. It's just right glued to the center of that racetrack. What a run. He gets out of turn number 4. Rocha now up into the 2nd spot. Hornsby's going to try hard, though. Pedal down low.
Great racing here in the top 5. Battle for 2nd as Hornsby trying to keep Rocha from making this pass complete. But Rocha's utilizing that high line, and that seems to be the place to be right now. Hornsby looking to mount a challenge against Huddleston as we are 2 laps away from the lap 25 break. Now Huddleston did something interesting there, and I don't know if this was planned, by the way. He let it look like the 61 go. Is that so he could restart on the outside?
I think that was it. I think he just said 4th is good enough for now.
And we are green flag. Oh boy, there's a lot happening at once right here. Battle for the lead, battle for 3rd. We'll see if this move by Huddleston ends up paying off. He looked like he chose to restart on the back. Side-by-side contact for the lead. If you like your short track racing, well, so do we. Battle into turn 3. Wood has led this race from the get-go, holding off Rocha, who had to drive his way through the field. Rocha, who's now getting a lot of pressure from behind.
Here comes Huddleston to the low side. This is kind of what I would imagine would have looked like at the October Classic. Rocha dominated both weekends. Huddleston fell out short of that weekend. We're going to see some redemption from Huddleston this time around. Rolling on the high side.
Huddleston going to give a little bit of the fender into turn number 1. He just checking Blaine's car control.
Yeah. So
Blaine might check back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're checking.
I don't think they're checking. I think they're feeling. Yeah, these exits are really nerve-wracking.
Oh, contact into turn number 1, and it's going to put both cars hard on the wall.
And we are back at it. Jeanette Kennedy, 60. Side by side through 1 and 2. Hornsby with a run on the inside, but you've seen the outside be so dominant. Still plugging away. Still trying to get to that 18 of Jack Wood. Can we see a late race charge? 2 laps remain. Wood has a mirror full of the red number 61 machine. Hornsby having to give it every drive he can, but the 18 has a better exit each and every time. Got to really throw it into turn number 3. He's gaining slowly through turns number 3 and 4. And it'll be Wood coming to the line. Checkered flag for the Pro Late Model, Jeanette Kennedy, 60.
The number 18 machine, Jack Wood, fighting off multiple competitors here, keeping it up front the entire time. He's working his way out of his helmet, out of the seatbelts, and Jack Wood climbs out of the car, the winner of the Pro Late Model race here at Kern County Raceway. Jack, they didn't make it easy on you. It didn't seem to really matter who was behind you there, but you were able to hold all of them off.
Yeah, it was just a lot about conserving your stuff, just trying to manage the gap and take care of everything. So, you know, it worked out for us this weekend, and hopefully we have some good luck in the Super Race too.
Now, you talked about how this car was handling out there. What does it mean to you, not only like we talked about having to hold off the first 2 competitors, but when you looked in your mirror and saw them gone, what were you thinking about your next 2? Because Hornsby gave you a whole lot of action there at the end.
Yeah, he was in my mirror for sure. You know, he definitely had some speed there at the end. You know, it was all about just taking care of my stuff and trying to keep him in my mirror, you know. So we'll move on to the next one, and we got 110 laps to go give it another shot.
And like you talked about, you got another race coming up. Between these cars and the Tour cars, do you feel like this is going to be able to translate at all? Is there anything you were able to learn in these cold temperatures?
You know, I think the only thing I learned is just like managing a race, managing out front. Besides that, I think they drive completely different.
All right, Jack. Well, congratulations. You got it done. Jack Wood wins the Jeanette Kennedy 60.
Laps of Spears Manufacturing Modified Season Finale Racing. Through turns number 1 and 2, Doss having to check up.
Oh, boy.
That could have been big.
That's all I have to say about it.
Dickerson down low. Travis McCullough in the 36 trying to make up some spots. William Guevara in the 55. These two are battling for their points battle as Doss to the inside now for the second spot.
Ooh. Secord had a moment there on exit of 2. Slipped up a little bit. Don't know if the 29 was aware of that because he seemed to get plenty of room out of turn number 3.
And Guevara in the 55, Jeffrey, he seems to be slipping backwards from his up front starting spot.
Longman goes wide as the 5 machine, recently reacquired 5 machine. Oh, don't do that. Don't even think about it. McCullough making the move to the inside, and that's going to slow up Thurkettle. Thurkettle is the only car I've ever seen here who uses the apron out of turn number 4.
And he had to change.
Oh, and your leaders have a moment. A big moment as lap traffic, they worked around the 20 machine of Mark Allen, and it almost collected your championship leader, Jeremy Doss.
Who now takes the lead.
We're going to keep an eye, I think, on this. Alan Caro gets turned.
At 36, McCullough. He's battling with a 55 in the championship as we get back to green.
Okay, we're going to go 3 wide into turn number 1.
Oh.
It files back out. Jeremy Doss, your leader. Secord on the inside trying to make up ground and going to have to do it quick as they're 3 wide down the back straight away.
These guys are getting it on here tonight.
They're modifieds, man. The Spears Manufacturing modifieds. They get it on every night.
Thurkettle to the low side, trying to get that 5 machine alive. He goes to the inside of those stolen earlier today. 5A of Dickerson.
You've ever heard drive it like you stole it? Right now, Doss is doing everything that we figured he would do. And we got a battle into turn 3. It's Longman getting a lot of pressure from Guevara. We knew that this was going to be a fun championship, and it has been great from the get-go. At all times, if we had a battle for the championship points, as the yellow comes out for the lap 25 5-minute break.
Right in front of your leader, Massey goes around with help from Toporek and the 40 machine.
Ready to resume from our 5-minute break here on lap 25. 35 laps to go, and Jeremy Doss gets on the gas looking to claim the championship here tonight. Well, he just drove away.
Yeah, he did. Now the battle is for second. Look at this pack going out of turn number 2. Here comes Fast Eddie.
To the inside of the 5A machine. Dickerson.
Battling with the 8 of Coffee. Oh, Dickerson to the inside.
Whoa.
Got all kind of crossed up out of turn number 2.
Hot cross buns. That was a good save.
Really was. He could have gotten 2 walls from that one.
Well, it's sometimes very easy to crank the wheel in that situation.
Right.
And that's when you lose the back end, and another battle happening out of turn number 2. Riley Massey went for a spin earlier. She don't care.
Nope.
Toporek looking to the inside in that battle. This is just, it keeps going back and forth. It's one big accordion.
All right. A lot of fun to watch, though. Carpenter's loving what he's seen, which is no one in front of him.
Now, this whole pack is going to come into play as we have 22 laps to go, and Jeremy Doss is closing in on it quickly.
Yeah, I would say within the next 5 laps, maybe less.
How hard does he want to push it as they get side by side into turn number 1? You don't want to chop Jerry Toporek, okay?
No.
You'll be in a heap of trouble.
You will be. Here he goes to the inside. What a run.
Oh, too much of a run. Yeehaw! Gets a little in the coffee.
There's your leader. Track champion out here at Kern County Raceway.
Oh, man, they are going very low in trouble. Big hit, and it happens right in front of Secord. And that's Coffee who's caught up in it, the 8 machine. A huge wreck over in turns 3 and 4.
Taking a look at it again, but yeah, it looks like Massey, like you said, trying to get out of the way.
It's one of those things where what you're trying to do here is give room, trying to be respectful, and it just didn't line up.
Toporek had absolutely nowhere to go. He was the meat in that sandwich. And Eddie Secord sneaking by.
All right, 14 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Oh, don't do that. Front straightaway. Third kettle almost gets put in the wall. Contact between McCullough and the 5T of third kettle. Near disaster. These drivers know that they got a whole offseason to fix it, I guess. And they're showing what that means.
Good battle again through 1 and 2. Third kettle and Secord. Third kettle will take the third spot. Oh, not too soon.
Secord don't care right now. Oh, Guevara into Longman out of turn number 2, and Longman's going to get spun. And will the yellow come out? My sources say
yes.
Green flag back out. 9 laps to go. We almost sent another one spinning. Here comes Secord looking for a way around McCullough.
Teammates, but not acting like them. No team orders here, folks. This is a battle for second. When here's a move to the inside, Secord slams the door on third kettle. Battle for the third spot. Chipping away, third kettle's trying. But Secord has the lane he needs to stay ahead of the 5. Gotta stay off of each other though. 2 to go. 1, Secord goes high. Third kettle down low. But through turns number 3 and 4, Jeremy Doss gonna cap a winning season here in the Spears Manufacturing Modifieds, takes a win at Kern, and takes the 2020 Spears Manufacturing Modified Series Championship.
Quite the effort here in 2020. This team set out looking to take home a championship. And in a year that had a whole bunch of questions, the one question that there wasn't is how strong the 75 team was. Jeremy Doss climbs out your 2020 champion. So excited that he took the onboard camera with him. Jeremy, what an incredible race here. The end of this season, you guys just lit it up and said, this is our championship and we're taking it home. Let's talk about tonight.
Yeah, man, we had a really, really good car. I just got to thank Eddie and Corey Wilcox for giving me the opportunity to drive this car all year. It's pretty special to be the only guy to win a modified championship and the Spear Southwest Tour Championship. I got to thank Dwayne Sharp for giving me a bad, fast race car, the entire crew for working so hard all the time. I feel like we were good all year, you know, just a couple things out of our hands cost us some races, but, you know, I feel like we had the car to win all the time. So got to thank them, Peter's Racing Engines for giving me an amazing engine, Steve T's Race Cars, PSC Brakes, Pit Stop USA, Horsepower Project, just everyone who's on board. It feels good to get the championship.
And like you said, it's got to feel good. You guys came into this season knowing what you wanted to do. You can finally rest easy. You've accomplished it after the weirdest, it's got to be the weirdest year of racing we've ever had. What does this mean to you and your team, though, to know that what you guys set out to do here in 2020, it is yours? Like you said, you accomplished something never before done, taking home both of those championships.
It's really special, you know. Yeah, me and Eddie, we got together at the end of last year after that Vegas race, and we wanted to come win a championship and win races in the process, and we were pretty successful at that, and I think I made him happy, he's made me happy, and I'm just glad to get it done.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jeremy Doss, the 75 and team, taking home the 2020 Spears Manufacturing Modified Series Championship.
Championship's already decided. Now we're just getting ready to finish out the year. Have some fun, SoCal style, here at Kern County Raceway. Tyler Fabozzi, Dylan Lupton bring the field to green. Track race down the back straight. Who's going to lead lap number one?
See this whole pack right here. That is a battle for 11th on back. Dean Thompson on the outside of Joey East. These two battled for the Rookie of the Year throughout 2020. And like Tommy said, Thompson looking to lock it up here tonight. You see this battle out of turn number 4. The 98 machine already had one race today, Blaine Rocha. Fortunately, it ended in the wall. He's to the inside of the 88 of Joey East. They worked their way through the ranks. Some of these drivers, this is their home. And we love, oh boy. Naveau on the inside, Vieira on the outside. It gets real on the edge while you drive through turn number 2. It's like a canyon. You do not want to fall off the deep end over there. How about this whole battle into turn 3, though? Rocha now having to deal with Naveau. Naveau just can't get rid of Vieira, so he's just going to take him with him. Barry Canoyer's number 5 machine, pulling it to the pit area. Seems to be something amiss with that car. Oh, boy.
Now the slide.
Oh, right. Oh, a stack up on the back straightaway, and everybody keeps it going forward.
I don't know how. That was unbelievable.
That one resonated throughout the field. Kind of a shockwave. As you saw all the drivers, even in the back of the pack, having to respond. Shepard has been able to hold off Derek Thorne. Behind them, we're trading paint. I feel like Dean Thompson's one of those drivers that you could give a most improved.
Yes.
For 2020. Lenny White's just making sure that's the right choice. Look at that. Full send.
The hitman Dylan Capello in the 24 machine now licking his lips, trying to figure out a way around.
You gotta wonder, what did Scott Sanchez tell to Capello? Fabozzi being chased by Lupton. This is how they've been the last few laps. Lupton had a moment just about 2 laps ago out of 4 where he had to gather it up. You see Fabozzi running a higher line as Naveau slips back to the inside of Wood. The battle for 11th. See if we can get back up to the battle for the lead. as Fabosi slips wide. He's been having a higher, it looks like he's taken at least turns 3 and 4 a little bit wider. And you notice the 43 of Derek Thorne is closing in. So Lupton now might be in a spot where it's go time, saying, well, can't wait any longer, and they are going to be coming right at you as Lupton peeks to the inside. Battle for the lead here, lap 43. Thorne is all over the rear bumper, and looks like Lupton maybe with some reaction to that. Thorne down to the inside, he's leaning on Lupton. Thorne and them have contact, but they're able to hold on to it. Of course, this is Southwest Tour racing, right?
Yeah, that's what we do every race.
Oh, Thorne is sideways again. He's going to get into Lupton out of turn number 4. But it's cool. We're short track racing. Lupton might be trying to take away some of that real estate, some of that exit. Not allow Thorne. We saw that early in the Pro Late models. It did not work out. Despite this battle, they have not lost touch with Fabosi. Great racing up front as we close in on the halfway point of the Spears Southwest Tour. Oh, here we go again. Oh, into the wall. Lenny White hard out of turn number 2. It's going to stack up the field, and it looks like everyone's going to make it by, but White's car is still trying to turn. Here comes Lupton again. So gotta wonder if Thorne has more of a long-run car as Lupton peeks to the inside. This 4 machine's been trying to make this move. A little more homework to finish up here. The 21 machine of Williams back on pit road. Top 3 are on top of each other. Now Fabosi there you see loses a little bit of momentum on exit of 2. And Lupton right now has to deal with Thorne and Fabosi as he goes to the inside.
Love it.
Might be the opportunity Lupton's been looking for.
This is literally reminding me of October Classic. Remember, Thorne and Peltier were battling for laps for the lead. This is exactly the same showdown, just different players.
Oh boy! Crossover move for Derek Thorne, and now we're going to go back to this duel between the top 3 cars as Lupton trying to hold off Thorne. Side by side for the second spot. Behind them, Buddy Shepard looking for a place to go. Fabosi leads, McGee in 5th. And we're gonna door slam into turn number 1. We've been doing it all night, why stop? Thorne leaning on Lupton. Lupton trying to battle, we got a 3-car battle for the lead. Look at the move by Thorne out of turn number 2. And now he's gonna try and just snatch it away from Fabosi, who fights hard on the outside. Derek Thorne to the lead.
Oh yeah, he had a great drive out of the corner and still does. Dean Thompson though is running that outside nicely. I think Capello might be out of patience.
Well, Thompson's not shy about the squeeze, is he? We're running out of bumper on the 51. As you see, we're quickly running out of bumper. Capello's he's like, I ain't lifting. And when the car in the back doesn't lift, well,
gravity takes over.
Capello finally with some position there to the inside of Thompson. He's going to drift up. And this is where frustration sets in. Now we are 2 laps away from an unnatural caution, but they're doing their best to bring one out before we get there.
Oh boy.
He's just going to bring him right up and say hello, wall. Thompson fights back hard into turn number 1. The 71 of Naveau slips, and Thompson's going to use the bumper. He's going to shove Capello out of turn 2, and they all hold on.
Remember me?
Well, guess what? We're now going to bunch them all back up because it is the 25-lap marker, and this will be the last one of the race. You know, it's every restart I go, are they going to make it out of turn 2? And they do.
Away from the second spot battle.
Oh boy. He was just about looking at the fuel cell of it. Every lap of it's been fun, but Derek Thorne is pulling away as these two lean on each other down the front straightaway. Again, slam as they go across the line.
Oh,
Okay. I should just stop doubting them. They made it work every time.
Rudin and Gouch. Oh, contact. Up the track goes Capello.
Oh, now Holtz is going to have to respond.
Ran out of room there, but they did a good job of not hitting anything.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have a challenger.
Yeah, Lupton. Now that he's gotten away from Thorne. Now Thorne could be managing his pace as these guys don't manage anything into turn number 3.
Them boys are getting after it, they say.
Look at Thompson here in the middle of this mix. I want to go back to what we said for this Rookie of the Year. How at the beginning of the year, it was like, hold on to your hat. Now he's the one really pressuring things around as you see what's going on right behind him. Oh, man.
Checa.
Fabosi's got to be just hating life right now.
Right. Oh, there it is.
Oh, big trouble on the front right away. Vieira, Capello, Fabosi, and others involved. A massive wreck. All right, here's the replay coming out of the turn. You're going to see them coming right at you. There go the leaders. And coming out of turn 4, here's the pack.
Oh, boy.
There's the contact, and here they come. Oh, man. Green flag.
Oh, not a good start up front.
Something wrong with the 71 machine of McGee, it looks like. Dan Holtz has been just kind of clawing his way forward.
I was just going to say a Hollywood, Superman.
Both of these drivers have been racing like this the whole race, and
Yeah.
somehow they're passing everybody.
Oh, hold on to it. Hold on. Oh, get by Gomes. He's going to try to pressure every little inch he can get. But up front, Derek Thorne, your leader. A dominant racing season. Going to get capped off by a win. The 2020 Spears Southwest Tour Series champion is coming to Kern and leaving with a championship trophy and a championship victory to end an incredible year for the Campbell Motorsports 43. Here he is.
The 43 comes on out. Derek Thorne has won the championship. He's so fast that he's already climbed out before I'm even over here. There we go. Derek, I'm sorry, I'm sweating a little bit more than you. What the heck, man? How do you make this stuff look so easy?
We don't. I've just been given really good cars. Byron Campbell does an amazing job with the team, and Mike Keene does an awesome job with these cars. It's been 2020 has been a really weird year for everybody, but for whatever reason, 2020 has been a good year. We had a lot of positives on the racetrack this year. Fortunate to SRL for bringing this season together and for everybody sticking together to make this work. I know it's not easy, but thanks to all the sponsors and stuff that support this series and make this possible. And can't thank these guys enough on the 43 camp, man. We've been able to go to the Derby and be competitive. Awesome out here on the West Coast, and just happy to be driving this car.
I want to come back to the championship, but let's talk about the race here tonight. Again, each and every time we see these Southwest Tour cars hit the track, it feels like, how can they push it this hard? And you guys continue to put on the show you do for all the fans at home. The racing out there was phenomenal tonight.
That's good, man. These tires actually held up really well tonight. This is probably one of the best cars we've had here. And starting fifth, I was hesitant. You know, it's hard to pass at this place. You got to be really good. You got to be a lot better than the guy in second and first and second. Fabosi slipped up a little bit there. Let him get by the 4 and him at the same time, which made things a little bit easier, and we were able to kind of get out front, set our own pace. But, man, just car was great tonight.
Derek, you add to your legacy another championship here in the Southwest Tour, one of the most competitive divisions there's got to be out there in the world, and you've done it again here. How does it feel, man?
It's just awesome. It's surreal to think it's been 10 years with Byron, and to be able to have the success we've had, and to be able to, as a driver, to have the opportunity that he's given me to go out and compete at some of the best short tracks against some of the best short track races in the country. You know, if I was like my 10-year-old self, I'd pinch myself to know what I've been able to go do. So I'm just super fortunate to have the opportunity to race, and just looking forward to each time and every time I get to be behind the 43. And I feel like as a team we're growing, you know, and it's a surreal feeling to be as good as we are right now.
Well, Derek, I want to just say thank you for putting on a show. Thank you for being the representative of the West Coast. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody at home for tuning in, man. Thank you.
Derek Thorne's going to add to his legacy. The ambassador of West Coast short track racing has done it again here. KCRP, our champion in 2020.